Hi guys, welcome to Operation Crypto. In this price analysis update on Avalanche, we'll take a look at what's going on, which is currently up only, and we are creating new all-time highs as we speak. We'll have a look at some levels where we could potentially invest, so if the price does get a slight pullback, we'll have a look at some areas where we could place some orders, and then we'll have a look at some levels above. We are into price discovery now mode, so we need to have a look at some extensions on a fib, and tied that in with some key areas of psychological resistance too. So we'll take a look at both of those on a bullish and a bearish perspective. If you are new to this channel, please make sure that you are subscribed, hit that like button, and let's crack on. So welcome. There's still 69.9% of you who are not subscribed to this channel. 30% are. So if you are new to this channel and you're watching this video, do us a favor, hit that subscribe button. So jumping into Avalanche ticker AVAX, this is the USDT pairing, the daily time frame, and it is the Binance chart. Red line here signifies it is a new all-time high. We've hit $97 pretty much on my nose there, and things are looking good. I mean, if you're looking, for example, to take profit and you manage to buy down at these regions, even these regions, sub $10, I think a lot of profit taking will be happening around here, because yeah, that's plus 10. That's quite a substantial amount of profit there. So I can imagine this being quite a tough area to crack. But looking at the current situation, we had quite a decent move to the upside. We need to just put a little bit of a bearish spin on this, and for that, we need to have a look at some areas where we could buy, and we'll analyse the latest move, which was pretty much here. As you can see, we had a nice move up, retracement, and then this is the latest move on that 4-hour time frame. It is worth noting that the RSI is now in the red, but when you go into price discovery, you would expect it to go in the red and stay in the red. Let's just move that up a little bit more so it's accurate. There you go. So let's analyse this latest move here. So from the bottom there up to that top, if we do get a spin around now, we can have a look at some levels to potentially target. So we've got $87 here and $81. $81 is quite a decent area, because if you look at that, it's an area where we rejected last time, and you can, probably close to, well, 78, 89, maybe not actually. I think that's probably the area where we'd consider buys, and we may not even come down to that level depending how the market reacts. Bitcoin is pushing up now. American markets open soon. Tesla's looking like it's going to drop off a cliff, but for Bitcoin, things going to start pushing on. And if you're looking for buys, what I would do is consider ladding a few in from around $90, probably around there. I'd lad a few in all the way down to 80. So within that area, I would put potentially 3 to 4 orders in with that amount of tether that you're willing to dispose of, and then bang it around there, because I think that could be a decent area. But remember, RSI was overbought here, and we did drop, so potentially we could get a little drop before we then do push on to the next all-time high. Because remember, when things start pushing up, you must always remember that we do move in waves. And if we just illustrate that a little bit, as you can see here, we had a wave, here, and you would expect to be another wave at some stage. Everything just moves up and down in waves, even down in waves, so just be wary of that. Things move up and down in waves. So that is the areas I would consider buying all the way down there. And then if you're looking for some take profit regions, we can stick with this Fibonacci, because I've put a couple of negative fib levels on this. If you're wanting to know how to learn how to use the Fibonacci, go into my lessons, or it might be on tutorials, one of those playlists, and I've got a full lesson on how to exactly use the Fibonacci and why I use these two levels here. These two levels give you confluent areas. So usually the fibs give extensions below, but if you put the negative ones on, it gives you some price targets on the way up. So 103 and 112 could be some decent areas for you to skim some profit on the way up. Just looking back onto the daily time frame, I just want to have a look at the moving averages. We use the 50 and the 20, and we've had that bullish cross back here on the 10th of August, and we've come down. What I'm looking for whenever we have this bullish cross, obviously we get some great price action to begin with, but what I mainly look is for a retest of this moving average 50. This will give me a good indication that this is now the trend. We've come back down to retest it. We've had no closures below it. I think what would worry me, if we did start getting a few daily candles closing below the moving average 50, but as you can see, we use them all support here, support there, and it is now up, up and away. Remember, we got quite far away from it here, and then we're using that 20, I'm guessing that we're going to do the same here. So this 20 is going to start creeping up closer to the price action. We will come back down to retest that 20, but I reckon it's going to be a good few weeks now before we at least come down and test that moving average 50. So all in all, the trend is intact. We have been testing out moving average 50 and things are really starting to look good now. Just have a little bit of caution on the side of the RSI being overbought, but as you can see, it went way up there to 96 at one stage when was creating highs there. And when you're having price discovery, you would expect it to stay high. So that's the price targets there. I just want to go back in time a little bit and put the Fibonacci over this entire move from the lows there to the bottom. We've obviously started to push up. We've just gone over this 1.618 region and we are creating new highs. If you're looking for some, you could call this a price prediction, but you could also say use this as a profit taking area. Look at that, my price predictions already. I'm bang on that fib level. That's 184 for me. I think at the end of this cycle we could at least get 184. That may be quite a conservative estimate because that's only in terms of a price gain from current prices. It's only a 90% move, and I'm expecting significant price action across the crypto market over the next few months. There's nothing to say we cannot hit these levels up here, 348 and 245. What I would do though, if I was you and you were looking to take profit, and if you're looking for a strategy to take profit, use these Fibonacci extensions here as TP. So on the way up, just keep skimming 5% off, even 1%, just keep skimming profit. That is a way to do it in cryptocurrency. Keep taking profit, because if you don't take profit and you keep waiting for the moon, ultimately it's going to get sold into and you're going to get wrecked. The key is, and I've learnt the hard way, I've been in crypto since early 2017 and I've been through a cycle before and been wrecked. It's not a nice feeling. I did not take profit back then, and all I used to do was wait for the moon and it never come. But after years of practice, you gain wealth by skimming profit off all the way up. Even if you bought down here, consider skimming off even every 50% of a move. Just keep skimming a little bit off and recycle those profits into new assets and new horizons. So that is the areas I would consider buying, which I've talked about. Some take profits at 103 and 112. And then obviously we've got price predictions there. Mine is 184, but I think that's a little bit conservative. I do think that we can hit 348. Who knows? What do you reckon to a $500 Avalanche at some stage this cycle? So that's that pair covered. I just want to jump into the BTC pairing too, which, although it's pushing up, which is good, I'm still expecting, or should I say, I'm still feel a little bit bearish on the BTC pairings, and that's just due to the fact that I'm expecting a major move off Bitcoin in the coming weeks and months. So this is the area down here. If you look at this previous, so let's just copy that there. We'll pull that across all the way there. That's a previous high. You can see it's pretty much there as well. Rejection, support. If I were looking for some buys on Avalanche in terms of Satoshis, I would wait out for now, and I reckon you could potentially get some down at 8,700 sats. If you got some BTC spare, wait for this BTC market to start pumping. Once BTC does it its highs, potentially the end of the year, then recycle that profits from BTC into Avalanche or into other altcoins in the BTC pairs, and just rinse and repeat that, and just use the dominance chart, use a Bitcoin dominance chart to just create Bitcoin by using altcoins. So I'm not going to look at any levels above. Obviously we got this region here, which will be a tough one to get through, 17,000 sats, but who knows, let's see if I can get there or not. Just to finish this video off, my Patreon is now live. If you're looking for some hands-on help or a private Discord server with education, technical analysis, trading, and just a general great community feel, join in. We have lots going on this Patreon. You'll find a link for the for this in the pinned comment and the description. So thanks very much for watching today, everybody. Like I say, if you're new here, make sure you do subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll catch you next time.